Hi everybody, this video is for anybody who's interested in learning how I grew my YouTube channel and how I am growing it, and maybe how you would like to grow yours as well. Just remember that the techniques and theories that I use are kind of particular to my channel, and they might not always work for you or your particular style, or how you want to do YouTube. There's many ways of growing a YouTube channel, and there's no right way, there's just different ways. So where is the channel right now? Well, as of October 2022, we've got about 42,500 subscribers. I get about 400,000 views a month. And largely this is driven by the fact that I've uploaded an awful lot of videos since 2014. Over 4,500 videos I've uploaded. And you might think, wow, how on earth do you do that? Well, this is because I use an idea that is HVLP, which means high volume, low production value. So I make lots of videos quickly and cheaply, and that's basically how I do it. And one of the ways that I do this is that I have a kind of a mission statement for the channel, and then I have a very active list of possible subjects for videos that I'm constantly updating. So that means whenever I have some spare time, there's always a subject that I can make a video about. So what's the kind of mission statement for the channel? So Scalesbuilder Gaming is a gaming channel that revolves around tutorials and gameplay for quasi-realistic shooters and survival games such as DayZ, Arma, Call of Duty, PUBG, Battlefield, Sniper Elite, Cyberpunk, Hell Let Loose. Also includes guides on developing your own YouTube and Twitch channels, just like this one, and gaming tech. And then we've got kind of these statements: HVLP, so high volume, low production value, one and done. So the idea of one and done is that when you're going to record a video, you do it in one take, and when you're finished, that's it, you just upload it. There's minimal editing, if any, and that's all about that idea of high volume. And a really important thing is there are no stupid questions. When you're at school and the teacher will say that, won't they? They'll say, look, has anybody got any questions? Because you know that if you're thinking about a question, there's probably another 10 people in that class who are thinking the same question but are too scared to ask. And I kind of put it around the other way. So there are no stupid answers either, in the fact that I will make videos about anything that I think, oh, I wonder how you do that, and then I'll, if I can come up with the answer, or if someone asks me, how do you do this? Doesn't matter how basic it is or how advanced, I'll attempt to do a video. And if I think, I've got the answer, I'll make a video about that. And that's why it's important to have this high volume, low production value, because if it's a question that is super niche about something, then over its lifetime that video is not going to get millions of views. It might get a few thousand views over several years. So you don't want to spend hundreds of hours working on that video to make it a polished masterpiece. You just want to do it very quickly. And also we have this statement here: you do what you must do now so you can do what you want to later. So you got to think about, why are you doing your YouTube channel or your Twitch channel? So in my case, it's to grow it, to get to a point where maybe I could do this full time. So that means that I make videos that I might think, oh gosh, I could make this a little bit more polished. I could do a little bit of editing for it. Maybe I could put a title in. Maybe I could do the audio a little bit better. Maybe I could do better scripts. But I don't have time because I work full time. But the idea is that I do all these videos, these HVLP videos, that are useful but aren't that polished, so that maybe one day I will have the time to make those super polished videos. Then under this, we then have this, this is a Google Doc with loads of ideas for future videos. Now this is a really important part of it here: types of questions. So we're all based around things like how, what, when, where, which, who, why, and then you relate that to the game title, So under my DayZ list of stuff, how to configure movement, how to add more punch cards, how to change what the NBC mods carry, and then under player guides we've got where are you, how to use the GPS receiver, how to fix cars. And you can see these are all the common games that I'm kind of playing or will be playing soon. So Cyberpunk 2077, how to play as Lucy or David, how to install custom save files. I've started making a list of videos for COD Modern Warfare 2 when it comes out at the end of this month. COD Ground War. We've got a list for PUBG, Hell Let Loose, nothing at the moment. Arma and Reforger, Games Tech, Battlefield, Sniper Elite, some book reviews maybe. And then down here, if bored of making tutorials, just play DayZ, COD, Cyberpunk 27 or PUBG. So there's always something to do. So if ever I think, oh right, okay, let's make some videos, I can look at this list and I can then work on a video. Also, because this is a Google Doc, I can look at it on my phone as well, and as soon as I get an idea, I can add it. And that's very, very important. Whenever you think of an idea, if you don't write it down very quickly, you'll probably forget it. So that's a very, very important part of this whole process. Now, the idea of this HVLP and going for videos that basically are tutorials is we're not aiming for this part of YouTube. We're not aiming for the featured screen. So when somebody logs into their YouTube, they turn on the app and they get all the videos. This isn't what we're looking for. What we're looking for is to get hit in the search boxes on YouTube and Google. So for example, here I'm on YouTube. So if I put in DayZ modding, luckily, one of my videos is at the top. And if we scroll down, there's another one of my videos. There's another one of my videos. There's another one of my videos. So that's on YouTube. And then obviously Google, which is, which owns YouTube. If you search for DayZ modding on Google, there's one of my videos. There's another. There's another. There's another. There's another. So that's what we're trying to hit. An example of this, say, is this one. So DayZ Beginner's Guide, How to Throw Grenades, PC and Console, PlayStation, Xbox, Keyboard, Mouse and Controller. So these titles are a bit of a mess, but the idea is we're hitting all of these keywords. I want to show people how to throw grenades. So I need to make sure I think of all of the ways that you could describe that in the title and then in the description as well. So we're hitting beginner's guide, tutorial, how to throw. Oh, I spoke grenade wrong there. I need to edit that out. So that will then be picked up by YouTube and Google and then delivered. And in fact, if you do a search on YouTube DayZ how to throw grenades, probably my one will appear at the top, or it is at the time of me recording this video. If we scroll down, is there any more? There's another one of my how powerful are grenades. And then if you do the same search on Google, sorry, that was YouTube, this is Google, DayZ how to throw grenades, guess who's at the top? How to throw grenades. If we scroll down, have I got any more? How powerful are grenades? They're there. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for search results. So the idea is when people search for how to do something, what is this? What is the most powerful gun in DayZ? We hit those. We then get the views, and then we get the money. Now, I did say about one and done. Now, lots of my videos, like this one, I will just do off the cuff. So I will set up my computer with lots of tabs open on my desktop with all the subjects I want to cover. And I will just talk my way through it. I won't do a script. However, sometimes I will do scripts. And again, this will be on a Google Doc. This is my review of Edrunner's Netflix anime. And this particular one's quite word for word. So I'll just read this out and put some gameplay behind it. And I will edit that in something like Vegas. However, sometimes I'll just put key words down, like headers, like bullet points, and I'll kind of read through those. But whenever I'm doing a one and done video like this one, I'm just doing it off the cuff. Now, the tools I use are OBS and GeForce Experience, and basically my setup kind of looks like this. So there's my PC, and this is my USB mic. And most of the time now, what I do is I just use GeForce Experience, which is if you've got an NVIDIA graphics card, you can download GeForce Experience, and it's got a built-in screen recorder. So I can just do screencasts. So I just go Alt F9, start recording, waffle on for a bit, Alt F9 finished, upload to YouTube. And kind of related to that as well, that all of my YouTube thumbnails are very, very simple. Again, this is all about high volume, low production value. On the left, it tends to have the picture of the game, and on the right, it has a little bit of the title. So it's very, very quick to produce. Quite obvious that it's one of my videos when you see this sort of thing, and that gets uploaded with it. No fancy editing at all. Now, you might well be saying, well, where do you get your ideas, Rob? What happens when you can't think of ideas? Well, underneath existing videos for myself or other people, look in the comments. Look at the questions that people ask in the comments. So they'll watch a video and then they'll ask questions. That gives you your titles for videos. How do I do this? Here we go. So here's a good one from this guy. I've tried everything possible to load the DayZ expansion mods from Nitrado server, but it will not take and just causes continuous restart. Is there any way you could do a tutorial of DayZ expansion bundle for Nitrado? There you go. So there is basically a video title. DayZ expansion bundle Nitrado tutorial. You know, really, really simple to do that. And that will give you lots and lots of ideas. And remember, it doesn't just have to be underneath your videos, it can be underneath other people's videos. Another good thing is you can just go to Google and just go, for example, just start typing in the search box, DayZ, how do I, and then you get a load of suggestions underneath. How do I eat? How do I know where I am? How does it work? How to increase blood? All that stuff's there. YouTube one's even better. So we can go in the search box on YouTube, DayZ, how do I know where I am? Eat, install mods, increase loot spawns, improve PvP, install community online, install on a mouse. These are all video titles that you could do. Let's see how to install Deer Isle. Let's see who's there. Oh dear. Who does it happen to be? You know, but that's because this is the way I do things. And remember, DayZ, for example, has been around since 2013 and will probably be around to 2030. So lots of these videos will be useful for people for a long, long time. Now, some videos go out of fashion faster. Say something like Call of Duty. Call of Duty stays, changes every year. But some of the videos, like a general guide to multiplayer, will still be of use. And also what happens is games can have surges in interest. So, for example, with DayZ, you always get a surge in interest in how to play DayZ and tutorials when there's a new update and they introduce new features and more players are playing it, or it's on sale. And with other games, you get things like when a game is given away with PlayStation Plus or on Xbox Gold, or when the Epic Game Store gives away a game, you then get a surge in interest as well. Obviously, there's a big surge when you get a new game as well. So even older videos, you get lots of views for. So there we go. That's kind of the ethos and the thoughts behind how I grow my channel. HVLP, so high volume, low production value, one and done videos. There are no stupid questions. Okay, so hopefully that video has been useful. If it has been, hit like if you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.